I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
And this is Kart Life TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kart Life TV in the garage today. About to go pick up another golf cart for a medium duty facelift and performance upgrade.
Yep.
Should be pretty cool.
EZGO, man.
An EZGO. We're going to be doing like a storm body on it and a bunch of other really cool stuff. But before we do that, I want you guys to check out the new hats. It dropped today on the online store. Kart Life America 25 hats. We got them in the red, white, and blue Richardson trucker. We got them in the rope trucker in gray and army green and gray. They're really cool. Those are live now in the online store. They're shipping the same day you order them, right?
Yes.
We've got a great warehouse manager. He is just like cranking on the orders. So they go out immediately. That's about it. You ready to go pick up this golf cart?
Let's go.
Let's go get it.
Let's do it. There she is.
There it is. What's up, Mark? We're taking your golf cart.
Yeah, good stuff, buddy.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. All right, dude, we got it on.
Let's go.
You ready?
I'm ready to tear this baby apart.
Let's get it home.
The light looks brand new.
Yeah, it does look new. They did a little bit of stuff to it. They kept it going. All right, man. We'll see you later. All right.
Sometimes the seat, well, if you get going fast, the seat will pop up sometimes.
Only when it goes fast.
I go like on the highway.
All right.
Gate is the worst.
Jeez, dude.
It's heavy. Most of them are spring-loaded.
Is this getting one of our triangles?
I don't know. You took the order.
I think it is. It needs one, dude.
Yeah.
We also need to straighten this license plate out.
See that thing?
Oh my God.
I was looking at that. I'm like, Jesus.
Mark. All right. This wheel's got no. Oh yeah, it does have scratches.
Both sides. Probably from putting in the race car trailer.
So I think before we do any work on this, we should drive it around a little bit and kind of get an idea of how fast it goes.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah, this needs some work.
Came to the right place. Sounds familiar though.
Yeah, it does.
Nice. Definitely needs some love. Golf cart stuff.
All right, let's get to work. All right, here we go.
See what this bad boy got.
Woo! Oh, picks up pretty good. Oh, hello. Steering's a little wonky in the steering there. Hopefully we can fix that.
Smells like gas.
A little bit. Smells like a carbureted golf cart that we're not used to. What do we got? 19. I think we're topped out. I think that was it. 19 miles an hour. Check the brakes. You ready for a brake check?
Yeah.
Hold on.
They work.
They locks. All right, one more speed check.
We're going downhill this time.
All right, I guess that's it. We're gonna bring this back to the garage and start tearing her apart. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hello.
Let's tear this bad boy out.
Let's go. All right, guys. We got the EZGO here. Gonna start tearing this thing apart now. Should I move my vehicle? Or should we move the golf cart in? Let's move the golf cart in. We'll get some air conditioning. All right. Are we drilling rivets out already? Smoking, bitch. Ooh, careful, dude. That was the fuel tank.
I know how to patch one.
Oh man, so we got this thing pretty much ready for the body to come off. Didn't take too long. I think, what, 40 minutes maybe? Something like that. You guys just check this out and fast forward doing that.
Seems pretty quick.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We gotta get this mat out, maybe. I don't know. Kind of just drilling out all these body rivets. One thing I don't like about EZGO, body rivets. Look at this, dude. Look at that, rusty. Wow. Well, give that maybe some paint, maybe. It's gonna get covered with the switch thing, but we're in good shape here, guys. Gonna get this body off, throw it in the truck.
This was legit. Got the DMV sticker on it.
Oh yeah, Florida DMV. Gotta keep that. All right, we're gonna keep going here.
Almost ready. So there's 2 more ribs.
Oh, oh, you got that already?
I missed one. Under the dirt. No, I didn't.
Yes. Right in the truck.
Like Sanford and Son.
Wow. You know what's cool about this? It's wide open once you get the body off.
Yeah,
Like if you need to like do some serious work.
like valves or
Yeah, like it's wide open. You don't have to remove the motor like valves.
hopefully a rear end.
Ugh, look at that, dude. Glass fuses, look. Right here, look. Does yours have that? God, I just want to like, yeah,
No.
I just like want to rewire everything.
No. No.
Ugh.
No, I don't think they do have glass fuses. Never seen them.
Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff here that I'm going to disconnect right now before we even clean it. So you want to work on the front? I'll remove this whole light kit. Say
It's dirty.
it is dirty. Got the entire light harness out and the stock light harness out. Disconnected a whole bunch of stuff. 2 horns in this golf cart, 2 light kits. Kept the key switch.
Only 2 light kits.
Only 2 light kits in this one, but they're right there. We're gonna replace those with 1 new one. But I think it's time to wash it down, dude. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Crazy, dude.
Woo. All right, so we're about an hour and 10 minutes into this, and we got it completely torn down to the point where it's ready to be cleaned and then fixed.
Made cool.
Made cool. All right, let's get going on that.
Move your car.
I'm gonna move my car.
My truck's finally clean. You don't know how bad I want to take it around the block. If I had a better spot to sit.
Oh man. Well, there it is, guys. So It's an EZGO, so it's got the typical rust. You know,
not real
right
bad,
there. It doesn't have the rusty frame
Rust
joints
in it,
though, so that's good. We're going to give this thing a good wash now. Probably hit it with some degreaser. Whoops, got to remove this. That comes out. Don't need that anymore. And then we're gonna put her away for the night.
We'll do our marital duty.
That's right. All right, I think that's about it, guys. Wow, the boots were yellow.
Yeah. Right. And there's a lot more rust now.
There's a lot more rust now. You can see it all. That's okay. She looks clean, though.
Definitely. Much better.
What do you say?
I'll be out here for another 20 minutes cleaning the driveway.
Ugh. Ugh. Oh my God, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. All right, guys, that's about it. Joe's back there cleaning up the driveway. We're gonna pull this thing in the garage, let it dry off overnight, but we got it all cleaned up and we're ready to reassemble now. We got high-speed gears coming, storm body kit, full Lux light kit, a bunch of other goodies too, including drop-down roof hinges, because they gotta get this thing in a race trailer. We'll catch up to you tomorrow. All right, guys, it's a fresh day. We're here in the garage. Joe's already behind me. He's been here for like 2 hours trying to get this wheel off. Did you get it?
Yeah.
He got it. He's gonna start on the rear end. We're gonna change the gears on this thing, put some high-speed gears in this EZGO. Let's check out the back though, see what it's looking like now that it's all dried up.
Oh.
What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's still dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty, but it's not as dirty.
No.
You can definitely see all the rust now. But rust doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna run bad. It's just, you know, living in Delray Beach near the ocean, right? Driving A1A, the salt air, salt water, rain, and living near the ocean. This is what you get when you have an EZGO.
And there's all our boxes for today.
This is why we like club cars.
Yes.
But whatever, this is an EZGO and it's a good cart. It's got that Kawasaki motor in it that we like. We ran this motor to Key West.
Bulletproof motor.
You know, it's a shame they don't make them anymore. Well, they still make them. It's a shame they don't EFI these, because this was a beast, but here it is. So we're gonna be doing high-speed gears, new dual action leaf springs, new rims and tires, front disc brakes, new light kit, new body kit, new seat kit, We have some more parts on order that we didn't know we needed, right? What do we have? We have a roof, steering wheel, floor mat.
Yes.
We have a dash for this and some new side mirrors. And a brand new lithium rhino soundbar. So some boxes in the truck. Some boxes right here. This thing's gonna be sweet. Oh, and the drop down hinges. First time doing that.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild.
That'll be cool. I think we should do that obviously before we put the roof on, right? We'll get the struts on and then cut them on the cart maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll know the level, right?
Laser up.
Shoot the laser at it, yeah. All right, cool. You ready to get to work?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
All right, I'll work on the front. I'll do the brakes. I'll do the light kit and get some stuff wired up, and you can try and make sense of this rear end.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take it off without pulling the motor.
You think you could do that?
We'll see here in a couple minutes. I don't want to pull the motor.
If anyone could do it, it's Spicy Joe. All right, guys, got the front wheels off, and this is what we're working with here. Looks like these hubs have been replaced at some point. They're looking pretty new, which is good. We do have to take those off because we have to change the spindles there and there for the Jake's disc brake kit that we're putting on the front of this golf cart. Let's see what Joe's got going on back here. How's it looking? What do you think?
It's a mess. There's bolts everywhere.
Bolts everywhere. All right. You just gonna keep going at them?
Yep.
Are they coming out so far?
So far.
So far, so good. All right, cool. I'm gonna open up this brake kit box and see what we got going on here while you're messing with that.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna be a while, I think. Shrapnel an old belt.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it does have new belts on it. Like someone did work on this cart at some point, right? They did a little bit of updating it. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a belt. Let me see if I can zoom in. There's a piece of a belt down there in that clutch spring for sure. Wow. All right, good find. All right, guys, so we just unpacked the spindles for the Jake's EZGO non-lifted disc brake kit. And this is what they look like. Pretty cool. What? What's missing? Nothing so far. Not sure about the brake bracket location yet. Doesn't look promising, but we'll see. This isn't a club car, so I'm not 100% familiar with this kit. There is this line here, which is scary. And the plate is welded all the way over here. So, I don't know. I guess we're gonna wait and see when we put these on here. The good thing is, we got brake plates if we do have to weld these because this cart can't sit, and then we'll just yell at Rob later, right? Again, yeah. We're gonna see though. This is nice though, it has a grease fitting in it. So, all right, well, I'm gonna take these spindles off now, right after I remove these hubs. Then we're gonna put the new spindles on. What are you doing? Manipulator?
Breaking bolts.
Breaking bolts. All right, we'll come back there in a second, but that's gross. But it's gross up here too, guys. So I think we got good news here with the brake kit. Before we do anything, I don't trust them for obvious reasons. You guys who've watched our old videos on the brake kit know that. But this is promising. I have an old caliper here because I didn't unwrap the new ones. They're in the box right there, but I kind of just held it up. And it looks like we're good. It looks like everything's kind of near where it needs to be. In fact, the disc is going to actually move over even a little bit more when the wheels get put on because that's going to get stuck together. But these hubs are gross. These are like the grease-packed ones, so of course it's a mess everywhere. But I think we're good to mount these new spindles right there because it looks like everything lines up when we mock it up here. So I'm gonna get those mounted and get the greasy part of this job done. Unfortunately, hey Joe, it didn't come with EZGO directions, of course. So we know how to do the whole kit except for mounting the master cylinder. They did give us like these two little brackets here, some zip ties, and of course the normal stuff for the brake kit. Same master cylinder, same discs, and everything as the club car kits, but no instructions. So master cylinder, we need to figure that out. Other than that, this should go on hopefully pretty easy. Let's go check on Joe back here, see how he's doing with getting this rear end out. What do we do?
Well, after taking out, I think I'm at 15 bolts so far, and I'm not exaggerating about that. They're all laying here. Snap both shocks off.
Those shocks need to be replaced anyway, so.
Yeah, both shocks are broke.
We'll get new shocks.
And I got a lot more to go. A lot more to go. Take the exhaust off.
Gotta undo the front leaf spring.
Yeah, we gotta do both of them. So that's all that's left to do to get it out now.
So you say.
So I say.
You gonna be able to get back in?
I don't know. There's a lot of bolts.
This is the fun part, guys. All right, so the first spindle is on there. It's not tightened yet. Having a problem getting this rusted steering arm bolt out of the mounting point. Probably gonna need to spray it to get it out, speed it up or something. Oh, this is so greasy though, dude. Look at that, just from test fitting the hub on there. Just loaded with grease. Grease fitting there, we still got a pump. But it's a pretty good fit. I'm gonna get the other side done. I'm gonna try and come back and get that that steering bolt out.
Oh no.
So, guys, I was able to release the ball joint from the old spindle because I remembered I had a ball joint tool. And while I was celebrating that, I heard some noise in the back. And my good friend Joe.
Well, we know there's oil in it.
My good friend Joe, now I'm using that term loosely because
I just got oil all over
he
the
just
floor.
spilled about a quart of gear oil on my garage floor. That's never gonna be out of there ever. It's great. But he did manage to remove the rear end
Look at that mess.
from this golf cart. What?
It's a mess
Where?
everywhere. Just so you know, when you pull the rear end out, the motor drops to the ground
Oh, cool. So the motor's loose.
for future reference.
So the only thing holding the motor up is the rear end.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
I know why there's 37 bolts to take out.
Well, you might as well just do the oil there and drain it on the floor, the rest of it, right? So, cool.
Well, I was gonna do the leaf springs while I had it flipped over.
Oh, you want to put a rag under it now?
I'm going to. You're stepping on it.
Oh my goodness.
We might have to pull that piece of floor out.
That's lucky it's on the end there. All right. Let's do that later. Just good luck with that.
Oh, that's why it sits right on.
Oh man, dude. You might want to pull that pressure washer out.
The hole underneath is like that. The hole underneath the motor.
This thing definitely had a rear end leak.
Something.
Had to, right?
Dude, every bolt, everything, the whole back, look, the whole back of the motor's covered.
Yeah.
The shocks were covered.
Definitely leaking something.
Lovely.
They put a lot of miles on this thing.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. I hate dirt.
Yeah, dude. Well, we got a lot of grease up here too, because again, these are grease packed bearings, and repacked that one. Got the bolt on, gonna clean that up and put a new cotter pin in, but this side's basically done. Just have to tighten down the steering rack nut right there, 15 millimeter. Gonna go ahead and build the brake and install the spindle on the passenger side now. And while I do that, I'm gonna listen to Joe complain in the back there. All right, guys, it's always easier the second time. Joe helped, yeah, I know. Joe helped me beat the pin out of that stock spindle. Spindles are over there. The new ones are on. Still got to tighten some bolts up here, but before I do that, I'm going to build the brake disc assembly on this hub here, remount all that, tighten everything up. Then I'm going to mount the calipers and we're gonna keep moving along here. Joe's wrestling with some leaf springs back here, but this cart is getting, the old ones were shot. They were like the heavy duty, disgusting ones. It's getting those nice dual action ones, so it should be have a better ride. And I think before we put shocks in it, dude, we should kind of just maybe test them to see if we even need to, right?
Yeah.
Because these sometimes run better without shocks.
Yes. I found it.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Joe's about to crack open the rear end here. Our buddy Rick Lanier, I know he's watching. He's probably going to be pretty proud of us because this is like, what, the 10th set of high-speed gears we did since he came down from North Florida.
Thanks to him.
We still use his little puller. We never gave it back to him. I'm sure he's got another one by now. But Joe found a little ball with the spring in this rear end. And look at him. Let's see it, dude. Pull it out. Spring?
Spring, the balls are always a little tougher.
The ball's a little tougher. He got the spring out, though. The ball and the spring.
My dirty ass hands.
Yeah, we didn't lose it. So.
Not yet.
You drained all the oil out of this already, or no?
Pretty much on your floor.
Sweet, dude. All right. So you're just gonna crack it open?
Yeah.
You're gonna remove the axle tube?
Yep. That's first.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited that I finally got to this point.
This is gonna be cool because this is the first time we're doing 6-to-1 gears. We've been doing a lot of 8-to-1s because, you know, we typically do club cars.
And the club car, the lowest you can go is 8-to-1.
Yeah, the 6-to-1 doesn't fit.
Because I wanted to do 6-to-1 in mine.
Yeah.
Which one makes sense because the governor cut you at 40.
Yeah, you still can't rev past 40. But here we go. Crack that puppy open, Joe. Leaf spring and all.
Yeah.
Dude, I still sound nasally.
I didn't want to take the leaf springs off. Well, I changed them, but it's fine.
All right.
The fun part.
Crack it.
10 million. I marked that.
All right, guys, we're all tightened up here. Ready to install our brake calipers. On the front, should be fun. It looks like everything's gonna line up just fine. Let's see how Joe's doing back here with the case. Wow, that's the cleanest part of the golf cart.
Right.
Right there, look at that, brand new. All right, what are you doing? Open it up?
Yeah, it's ready.
All right, let's see. This is always fun. Like it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Looks a lot like a Fuji rear.
It does. It's different though, for sure.
Oh, there we go. That sounded promising.
Oh, just gonna turn off.
Oh.
Actually, looks exactly like
Yeah,
a
it's like
Fuji
exactly the same. We've got the little gear and the big gear.
Oh, look at that.
And down there on the floor are the high-speed gears, little gear and the big gear. Well, we know where the leak was coming from. Probably have to take a razor blade to all that, huh?
Yeah, look at the top. Ugh.
Yeah, it's bad. Look at the plastic gear in there. That probably is just the shift.
Yeah, it's there.
That's just
It's there in the Fuji's too.
Oh, it is? Okay. You always do these, not me. I helped with the first one, and then I was like, that's enough.
So dirty. So dirty.
All right, you ready to swap them out?
Yeah, let's see which ones we got. We got this one. And always this one.
So, got the gear swapped already. What's going on here? So this gear, the high-speed gear, the 6-to-1, only has 4 holes that line up. Probably because the size, right? It has to be, right?
I don't know.
Maybe it's just not necessary, but everything else lines up, right?
Yes.
So we're good.
Yep.
Thank you to our gear guy.
He's great.
He is good. And if you guys need high-speed gears, we got them cheaper than anybody else. So make sure you hit us up. It's not, out of a 1 to 10, this is like an 8 in difficulty, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the hardest part's getting it out and back in.
So maybe this is the 10. Is this the 10?
Club car is easy because you pull the whole motor out in 2 minutes.
Yeah. There's a lot of oil in this still, dude.
I know. Gotta drain that.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
That needs...
Just swap it out.
All right, cool. All right, you're gonna tighten it down?
Yep.
Start putting it back together?
Yep.
I feel like we're on the home stretch now.
Yep.
Everything else is just, once we get these front brakes done, just reassembly.
Yeah, this is the hardest part. Putting it back in is gonna suck. Very much so. I'm probably definitely gonna need your help.
Okay, well, I'm here for you. All right, you gotta clean that case up too.
Yeah, a lot.
Gross, okay.
Pretty bad. What's the gear oil?
Nope.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
It's like fucking
Guys, look at this. Joe just drained the gear oil. It is, oh, dropped a little bit. It is like chocolate milk, disgusting. Definitely had water in it.
Yeah.
That's
You need a
awful.
rag.
Yeah, let me get a rag. There. All right, guys. So, got our brakes fully assembled on the front now, and these kits are all basically the same. These Jake's kits, they are a caliper that mounts to a bracket that's on like a replacement spindle or a bracket that you like weld or bolt onto an existing spindle. Components are all the same, and it all is really just a matter of how the master cylinder gets mounted and activated. Like when you press on the brake pedal, there's always a different way of this piston getting pushed into sending fluid down to operate the hydraulic brake system. This one is, it seems pretty simple. I have to disassemble the brake underneath the golf cart and the spring, and I have to install this between the spring and the plate. And then this bracket here is what mounts the master cylinder to the bottom of the golf cart. And then this kind of goes into the master cylinder like that, and when the brake is depressed, it pushes this whole thing together. I'm gonna show you that under the golf cart right now. Here's the spring, and this is exactly where we need to mount the plate that is going to activate the master cylinder. Once that's mounted, then we're gonna mount the master cylinder. Gears are done. Some nice gasket sealer on there. So I did the little pre-fill trick this time. I'll let that sit for a while that...
We'll see if it's a trick, if it works. Ooh.
It should.
We go tight?
Kind of dropped right on.
Yeah. I don't know if that makes me...
As long as all that stuff smushes out. All around, there it goes.
Yeah.
All right. Bolt or clone 'em.
Oh, don't fucking fall over yet.
Alright guys, so thanks to the help from Joe, we've managed to disassemble and reassemble this brake spring bracket here and insert the Jake's little bracket that they have there where the washer used to go, and then there's a new nut that they want you to use there. You remove the washer and the two nuts that were originally there and just put the thing back together. The master cylinder is going to mount right over here by the barcode, so we're going to try and figure that out next. And then I think we're basically done with this brake kit. Leaking fluid everywhere. All right, here is the master cylinder, dripping brake fluid. That's not what she said, Joe. All right, guys, so this is the master cylinder mounted to the bracket. What they want you to do is they want you to take the bracket and mount it up like this, right? Kind of like that right there. And then there's a clevis pin. You kind of run this like that, and you run a clevis pin through, and that's what connects the linkages together here. So when you press on the brake pedal, it pushes the piston, sends the fluid down the lines to the calipers, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mount this here now, set that all up, and then run our lines to the master cylinder. And then the last thing we have to do is add our little brake reservoir with fluid right there. And then the brake kit's completely done, which I'm looking forward to. All right, guys, brakes are done. Check it out. We've got the mechanical brake back there for the rears, and they're not hooked up, so there's no pressure really from there. But look, you can see how much throw the master cylinder is getting from the brake pedal and bracket. Our lines are hooked up. They run to the discs and the calipers in the front, and we'll get those all tied up when we start to clean up the rest of the golf cart. But for now, the brakes are done.
Nice.
Thank God.
One thing done today.
You ready to finish the rear?
Oh no.
Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta get this thing put back together.
Yeah, this is the hardest part. Once we're done with this, I think everything else should go pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna need your help because I gotta lift the motor a bit.
Yeah, we're making some good progress here. It's about noon, so we're about like 3 or 4 hours into this job now. Had to make one run to True Value to get a socket to take these wheels off, or the hubs off rather. But let me show you the wheels we're putting on this thing. Joe's back there getting them on the axle now, just so it'd be easier for him to reinstall it. I kind of got one on the front. These are the 15-inch GTW Shogun wheels in chrome with the belted radial tire, and they are directional. We do have them facing the right way because this is the last time we're putting them on.
I don't.
You don't?
I have mine on wrong.
Oh, this guy. Well, they look really cool, and I think they're gonna look great on this golf cart because this is getting a black storm body. It's gonna be awesome. What do you guys think of these wheels? So we got our wheels on. The fronts are done. The backs aren't done. And I'm gonna show you why, because Joe went ahead and put them on backwards again.
Stupid me.
And I know you guys recognize these wheels. Yes, these are the ones that were gonna be on the airbag cart over there. But we found a different solution for that. But we found a really, really nice home for them on this EZGO transformation. So Joe is just about got the motor back in and attached to the rear end.
I would like to think so.
You're getting close, dude. I mean, it's in. The leaf springs are hooked up. And I just opened up the Magic Storm box. And let me show you what's going on with this. It's basically the same harness set that comes with like the Alpha and all those other Magic kits. This one's a little bit different. Just gotta try and figure out some of the plugs. We already have a brake light switch in there, so we're gonna just tie into that instead of changing it to a new one. It doesn't need the same turn signal and control switch for the steering column as the Alpha has. It's exactly the same. The harness is down there. Already ran it up to the front, and we're gonna get to that in a second, but check out the box here. The Storm kit comes with body rivets, which I'm not looking forward to. We got all the headlights and taillights in this box here. And then the kit comes with 2 full boxes full of parts. I'm guessing the rear is in that box, or maybe this box, but I want to show you guys the color. This is super cool. See if I can find a painted part. Nope, that's the back. No, this is the rear. All right, hang on a second. There it is. And that is the paint. And it's not just black, it's like a metallic black, which is really cool. That's gonna be really, really nice. The rest of our parts here, and as soon as Grandmaster Joe gets the motor back in this thing, we're gonna be putting this together.
This is a lot of work. I know now. Next time, pull the freaking motor out. Way freaking easier.
Let go. You did good, dude. Come on, look. The golf cart's on the ground.
It was tough though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, well, it's tough when it's a rusty mess.
Trying to get it lined up. I couldn't, it was like an 1/8 inch off, just enough that I couldn't get the threads in. It basically ripped the whole thing apart again.
That was the hardest part of the job. But the gears are done. Cart is on the ground. We got a roller now. But while Joe was doing the gears and finishing up, I started to do a little bit of wiring. I put a real fuse block in. I ran the light harness all the way back, mounted the light controller, and got all set up here in the front for getting the body on and doing all that stuff. So I think what we should do is probably just kind of like clean up real quick. Maybe like reassess everything, come up with a plan on the order that we want to do the rest of it, because we got all of our parts out there still.
I almost feel like we can start putting the body on.
I feel like we can too, but we have to prep. We have to make sure that, and there's still some rivets stuck in some of the holes here, so we got to make sure all those rivets are out. I read that in the instructions.
10,000 of them.
Yeah, it says that. We did have this old dash sitting in storage, so we're going to donate that to the build. Right?
Yep.
I'm going to call Mark and see if he wants a speedometer. This guy who drives race cars, so he might want to know how fast he's going. Right?
I don't know how, we have a speedometer somewhere, but I don't know what I had there.
Something, right?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have
know.
to go look.
But we're doing pretty good now. About halfway through the day. Brakes are done. Of course, we have to bleed them. We're not going to do that till like way at the end. Yeah, I think we're ready, dude. So let's, what are you doing, testing the new leaf springs?
Yeah.
We actually have movement back there.
That's more than what he had before.
Yeah, there were the stiff, heavy-duty springs back there before.
I couldn't get it to move at all.
This looks like a mess, but it's actually coming together really nice. Man, these rims are sweet. They're gonna look so good with that black body.
Right direction.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's
What did I break?
figure out what we're doing next.
Oh, fuel pump.
Yeah, we gotta go run and get a new fuel pump. We did bust a little barb up there, but we have one.
Yeah.
No big deal. All right, let's keep going.
By the way,
What?
if you ever do gears in the EZGO, pull the motor out. Don't try to do it in.
You trying to be fancy?
That was my mistake. It ended up taking 3 hours longer than what it should have, and I'm not exaggerating. Literally 3 hours longer.
Instead of an hour job, which
Yeah.
usually takes Joe to do high-speed gears now, 4 hours.
It took forever.
Which is fine because I'm not feeling 100% and I'm moving slow. But I got a bunch done while he was doing that too.
You got a lot done.
Yeah.
I feel like you got way more than I did.
I was just taking my time. Okay, let's get organized.
All right, let's do it.
What's up, guys? Mike here from Kart Life TV. You know, the guys stupid enough to drive their golf cart 225 miles all the way to Key West. I want to just take a second to invite you to check out our online store at www.lowspeedliving.com. We got lots of really cool hats, shirts, and accessories for your golf cart lifestyle. Don't forget to support your boys. All right, now back to the show.
All right, guys, fresh day in the garage. We got Joe. He's been here for an hour or so, changing some bushings, getting a couple things done. Let's check out where we're at because I think it's about time to get going on the body kit. What do you think?
I'm ready to do that. I can't wait, actually.
We're going to try and get this EZGO out of here probably tomorrow because we're still waiting on the floor mat and the steering wheel. The roof showed up today. I think we got everything else, but you got a lot done. Getting the bushings in, rear shocks, and the speedometer. So let's check that out real quick.
All right.
Here's the speedometer, guys. Kind of put it in that hole that Joe already had drilled there. Just a basic GPS speedometer with the little antenna and some wires we gotta hook up there on the key switch, right?
Yep.
And back here, Joe went ahead and put some brand new shocks and bushings in here to go with our brand new leaf springs because the old ones were in such disrepair.
I broke the top off.
They just fell apart when we were disassembling the cart, and we went from a DS fuel pump to a EZGO fuel pump because we didn't have one in stock, so I had to order it. But we're good now, and it's time to get this thing back together. So,
I'm ready to do it.
Ready to drill some rivets out?
Oh, about 1,000.
Yeah, gotta drill all the rivets out, make sure the holes are clean, and then we're gonna pull this thing outside, probably assemble the body kit in the garage, and then put it on outside where we have plenty of room to walk around it, right?
Yeah.
Probably the best idea. So why don't you get going on the rivets? I'll get this speedometer, everything wired up here, and test the lights, make sure they work, and then we'll get the body kit on this thing.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Yep. So why are you putting a switch in for that?
No key power on this cart. So we got our USB. I know there's like a little one built in, but now you'll never forget to turn it off. And then any other accessories that he wants to add, if anything, like, you know, whatever. We have a just like a power on switch for accessory power.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. The speedometer works. Just gotta mount the little antenna, and I think we're done here now. Until we done with electrical. Until we hook up the soundbar.
Cool. I'm ready to get this body on.
Yeah, let's
Finish up. I'll mount that GPS thing.
we can go ahead and get this out in the driveway, and then build the body kit in here. So we have to put the front end together, and there's probably some other stuff I have to check to make sure you drilled out all the rivets.
I got most of them.
Yeah, you did good. I don't see any. Cool.
I didn't put a hole in the gas tank either.
No, it's good. It's good. And we've got to bleed brakes too.
Oh yeah, almost done.
Cool. Let's keep going. All right, guys, time to start putting the front cowl together for the Mad Jack's Storm body kit. This is the first one that we've ever done, but it's pretty self-explanatory and the directions are really easy. Pretty much what you do is you take the two fenders and you connect them to the front cowl, the middle piece, and then you attach the grill. And then after that, you install the headlights. They give you some body clips, some screws to put it all together. It's pretty cool that the panels kind of fit together like that, man. It's the only one on the market that I think works like that, right? From what I've seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other ones that do this.
No, it's pretty cool.
Oh no, this is next.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got the body front cowl at least completely assembled here. What'd that take, Joe? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Nothing, right? Just it's a matter of just keeping it from shaking around while you're trying to line everything up. Joe's putting the headlights in now. They take 3 screws in each pack. And guys, you gotta be mindful. I know the screws look the same, but there's actually 2 different sizes. There's the M4s and I think they call them M5s, even though they're definitely not those things. They're just like little sheet metal screws. But they are in different hardware packs, so just be mindful of the little ones and the larger ones. They're both little, but one is bigger than the other. Headlights going in over there. When he's done with that, we're gonna get this side done, and then we're gonna probably go put it on the golf cart, right?
Yes. Still sore from the weekend.
You did 3 sets of gears this weekend.
Yeah, 1 set, 3 times.
Let's see, how's it look? Looks like an Angry Bird. It's cool. Nice.
We can get it to go on.
There it is, guys. Mad Jack's Storm, metallic black front end, riveted in place. Just got to hook up the headlights now. I'm going to do that right now, and we're going to give them a test before we go any further. Make sure we don't have any electrical issues. What?
We gotta take that off.
What?
So we better not have any electrical issues.
I don't think so.
We have to take it off, that's gonna suck.
Nah, I think we're good. Oh yeah. Blinkers. Driver's side. Passenger side. We got the color lights on.
The other headlights?
Yeah, headlights are on, man.
Oh, so that's
There
on.
we go. Yeah, I don't hate that.
2.
Looking good. What do you think?
It's a cool front end.
Yeah. For an EZGO, it's great.
Yeah, as I said, that's the only problem with it.
Best one out there. He's gonna want a brush guard.
Needs one. They make the Mad Jack's brush guard that goes with this is really cool.
All right, guys. So before we put the rear on the golf cart, Joe's putting it together over there. Kind of goes together the same way the front goes together. So you get the middle piece here, which is like the bagwell and the tub, and the two fenders on the side. They connect with the same kind of little screws and those little plastic, those little metal like speed nuts that clip onto the fenders, right?
Yeah.
You put the screws through, it holds it all together. When he's done with that, got to mount the tail lights, and then there's like a bumper or like rear valance piece that kind of goes together also and connects the whole thing together around here. We'll check in with Joe in a second because I have to make the splice over here for our rear triangle, and this is a new harness kit for me, so I just tested it with my tester. The blue wire is the running lights, black is obviously ground, and white is the brake light. I'm going to splice in my wires now and kind of just leave a pigtail down the bottom for when we want to hook up our custom low-speed triangle, right?
Yep.
Selling a lot of those. Got 3 of them over here on the chair right there. We got 1 for this cart and 2 left because we just sold 1 today. So it
One's
means
in my truck to take
you
home.
got to make more. It's crazy. Thank you guys. We appreciate that, of course, right?
Yes, definitely.
For sure. So yeah, I'm gonna make that splice now, and then we'll get this rear body on, right?
Yeah, I'm almost done putting it together, so
Okay.
it doesn't look like it, but it is.
It's getting there. All right, guys, got our splice made. Real simple, do it all the time. Use the same colors as I use on the triangle, red, green, black. Just want to keep it simple, less thinking later on, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you got the whole thing done. Pretty much, right?
No.
It looks good. I put some taillights in this thing. You know what I like about this is that it replaces literally all the plastic. You're not reusing that like middle motor cover
Yeah.
or anything. Like the only thing I think you're reusing are the little side pieces, right? The side
Yeah. And
rocker covers or whatever.
I'm honestly surprised about that. But doing everything else.
Yeah. All right, let's get this thing together and put her on. Nice job, dude.
Thanks, man.
Looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
I do too. I don't like the EZGO platform personally, but this is not a bad looking rear end for a golf cart. The taillights are really cool. They're integrated down there. Got a lot of cool features. Comes with like a little trunk also, right? Like a little trunk cover.
Yeah, I like the trunk. I wish we could get a trunk.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, yeah, there it is. There's a little trunk
like
piece. That's cool. I know we're putting a seat kit on. I don't know if you can use that with the seat kit. Maybe, I guess we'll see, right? But before we finish, we do have to drill a hole right here. Because this is a gas cart, we gotta put our forward and neutral reverse lever in, right?
Yes.
So Joe's got the hole saw.
Going in.
Let's see it. Nice and easy. There it is. Not bad. Got to, the choke over here, dude. Man, it looks cool with the chrome wheels, man. Look at that. Come on now. Yes. All right, let me help you get this thing straightened out.
I already did it. I got your throw it away for you.
That was a dig. This thing looks brand new. Wow.
I want to see it. Oh, dude, I really like the chrome.
Yeah, the chrome with the black is killer, man.
Dude, that's pretty sweet.
This is gonna be like looking good going down Atlantic Avenue in Delray Beach. Fast. Gas taillights work. Dude, those look cool, man. It is a cool little body kit. You gotta give it to him there. Joe is over here riveting on some brand new seat brackets because I don't think the old one had any at all. I think the seat was just floating there, right? Something was up, right?
There was nothing.
Some hefty rivets that they give you for this thing. And then I went ahead and installed the choke into the body. Goes right there. Held on with just a little nut through the back and a little clamp. Got a whole bunch of rivets to put in this thing, but it looks good, dude. It really does. What's going on over there? You want to use the other rivets?
Yeah, because the ones they give you suck.
They're awful. Awful Chinese rivets.
Oh my god.
Let's use the other Chinese rivets. All right, guys, back in the garage. Got a fresh day here. It's day 3.5, maybe. I don't know, counting Sunday as a day. But we're back. Today we're gonna do the seat kit. Hopefully get the struts and the roof on, mirrors, floor mat, steering wheel, and we're done with this golf cart. Then we just gotta like bleed the brakes and tune it up. But before we get into that today, big shout out to our subscriber, Steve Shanahan, man. Thank you for the awesome Lake Life shirt from Oklahoma right here. We're rocking it today,
cool.
man. Yeah.
Super cool.
All the way down in Florida, dude. Thank you so much. And we got some shot glasses, keychain stickers, dude. Thank you for the care package. We really appreciate it. Definitely putting the shot glass to work later tonight. Right?
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
If not this weekend.
Yeah. All right, let's get the seat kit on. Let's keep going, man. I want to finish this cart tonight.
Let's do it.
Get it out of here. So this is the GTW flip seat kit for an EZGO. It looks identical to the ones that we put on the Precedence, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
Pretty close. Got some brackets here. What's cool about this one is it is the aluminum one. We noticed that the kit that we tossed off the back of this golf cart was real rusty. Just like most things on EZGOs, they get rusty. So we tossed that one. This one's aluminum, so for the life of it, it won't rust, which is great because it's got a brand new body kit and it's always going to look brand new, right?
Yeah, man.
Right. I know we got some older seat covers on here, or seats rather, but that's all right. We'll see what Mark wants to do with that. But in the meantime, we got this floor mat in. That's looking good with the red seats. Got to do a steering wheel. I'll probably pop that on real quick while Joe is doing the, or at least getting the seat kit ready to go on here.
Yeah.
Got the brackets on already. Pretty self-explanatory. Put how many of these on? I don't even know. Can't count them.
No, they all kind of suck every time, but
Yeah, well, we did on this one. We got the upgraded rear grab bar. There's two grab bars. There's the narrow one and this nice one. We like this nice one because our triangle mounts really, really well to it. So once we get the seat kit on, I'm going to wire that thing up. And we're just going to keep going here. Steering wheel is on. Joe's still working on the seat kit here. Got the floor brackets in. These brackets are done and tightened down. Yesterday, we didn't show it on camera, but we gave the rockers down there a fresh coat of trim paint, so they look pretty good. Definitely a lot better than they did. The stainless steel pieces we're gonna hit with some steel wool, just polish them up. Shame on Nivell. Again, we don't have the center cap for the steering wheel, but we do have some in storage, so we're gonna steal one from one of our golf carts we have in inventory, or steering wheels we have in inventory, but that's all done.
There's a Mad Jack sticker with that.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yep, that's not going on there. We got our own. But moving right along here, guys. Just knocking things off the list. In an effort to save a little bit of time, I'm actually installing this rear triangle on the grab bar before we even put the grab bar on the golf cart. What do you think of that?
Yeah, pretty smart.
I think so. Save a few minutes, right? So we got our normal installation here, just on center. We put two quarter 20 nut certs there. I got my triangle down there pre-drilled, lined everything up. I'm gonna run the screws through it real quick, and I already drilled my hole to run the wire down. I'm gonna get that done now, and then when we put the grab bar on the seat kit that Joe's working on over here, we'll already be ready to like splice it and hook it up. It'll be hopefully a time saver, maybe. How you doing over here?
Good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's coming together.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Just figuring out.
Not many pieces left, like 3. Cool. All right, keep going here.
Got it. Pictures. I'm blind. Great pictures, I'm just blind. I won't say anything bad about it. It's not them, it's me.
It's just about ready to mount our grab bar here. Triangles down, wires in there. Joe's just about done with the seat kit.
Yeah, almost.
Looks good.
Gotta make sure I get the right bolts for the right stuff.
Looks good, man.
That's pretty much the reason why you gotta read the directions anymore, so you know which bolts.
We just got an exciting phone call. Our guy, Kurt, who made the on-the-fly bracket, called. And he's going to be sending us a bunch of stuff to show on the channel, which is pretty cool. And if you guys don't remember, the on-the-fly bracket we put on that donk cart we did for our buddy Jason, right?
Yeah, and honestly, it was the truth. We really liked it.
It's a cool
Like,
product.
we weren't sure about it in the beginning, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is awesome. And that's good news. So in the online store, pretty soon you're going to be seeing those on-the-fly steering column brackets. Those are awesome for the Navitas controller. Very, very cool. Very, very cool upgrade. But you pick up a cool hat too while you're there.
And a shirt.
It is time, dude. We straightened out that old license plate, hit it with the dead blow hammer, got it nice and flat, and installed it on our triangle. So this is ready to get installed now, and then I'll wire it up while Joe's working on something else. But this is how I install the plate on these things. I never really showed that before, but what I do is I drill a 1/4-inch hole through the license plate bracket, and I run a bolt back there and kind of create a stud for the license plate. So 2 nuts on each bolt with some washers, and then you got a locked on license plate there that's doesn't rattle, and it won't fall off because those bolts are lock nuts. But the most important thing is it won't rattle that way. Right, Joe?
Yep. Getting there.
Looking good. All right, got the grab bar mounted. Joe's gonna get that seat bolted down, right? That's rear seat cushion. I guess I'll just go ahead and wire this triangle up real quick, and then we'll get this tested. I'm sure it works, right? But that's that. Then what are we doing when we're done with?
Well, we gotta tie up these wires because they're rubbing on the tire.
Okay, that's easy. Just zip tie them, right?
When you wire up that,
I'll do it.
remember to do those.
Yeah.
Seats on, roof on.
Roof on. Where's the roof? In this humongous box. Brand new. Brand new roof.
Brand new roof.
Cool. Shitty old steering wheel.
Anyone want one? We got about 30 of them.
Yes. Looking good. Are you enjoying the seat kit?
Yep. I am thrilled because it's done.
Are you lying?
Oh, it's done. I'm happy now.
One more bolt. I'm getting there.
Put it started so I can be done. We gotta put the roof on.
We got these front uprights too.
Yeah. And we gotta cut the roof. Cut the uprights.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Something new.
Yeah, it is.
Sweaty.
It's been a while. You didn't give me a spacer on that one.
No, that's built in. It's on there. Yeah, going to be installing these really cool drop-down hinges, like probably like right about here. And these are to kind of like scissor the roof down to save 6 inches, so Mark could get this in his race trailer. But before we do that, we're just going to install our mirrors. I like to take them apart to do it, but nothing fancy on these. There's no wires or anything, and we're just going to self-drill these. We're going to just self-drill these into the frame like that, and then put them back together. In place. All right, installing our mirror. We're gonna put this back together. This all kind of just slides up into place here. And then you take the washer. Now for a second. It's stuck in my hand. There goes that nut again, Joe. And then you put the washer there. I'm gonna grab the nut with my foot. There it is. Tighten that up. The 10mm socket. Like that. Boom. That one's done. I'm gonna do the other side.
Nice.
I love that sticker.
I do too. I'm blind, but I can put a sticker on straight.
Yeah, yeah. That looks good, man. Like that. All right, guys, we're still working on the old EZGO here, getting close to being done, right?
Yeah, man.
In the last video, you guys saw us put the drop hinges on this golf cart. Pretty cool. They work well. It's a interesting like feature if you're trying to get your golf cart into a like a race trailer or a garage that doesn't open tall enough to fit your golf cart. We are going to make some changes though from what you saw in the first video. We did order the 1-inch front halo uprights for the EZGO because the 3/4 inch we were trying to make modifications and use spacers. It worked, but it wasn't like awesome, right? So yeah, we want it to be really good for our customers, so we did order that part, and we are going to change it next week when it gets here. But today we're going to be installing probably the last thing on the golf cart, right? The soundbar, right? We got a really cool lithium rhino soundbar for this EZGO. It's going to be like the finishing touch on this build and upgrade for this really old EZGO. I can't believe this was that same red one that we picked up. Like,
I know, I forgot it was red.
And we are nearing the end, so why don't we just go ahead and mount this thing. I'll wire it up, and the last thing we have to do is like bleed the brakes, man. Just kind of like punch out some stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm ready to do it.
All right, let's mount the soundbar.
Let's go.
All right, here it is. The Lithium Rhino 36-inch Bluetooth soundbar. This is an awesome kit and an awesome product. On this side, you have all of the controls, so you can control it manually by pushing the buttons. You have a USB port here at the bottom, so you can plug in like an accessory, charge a phone, maybe a memory stick, something with music on it. If you know you're still making playlists like Joe. Joe still burns CDs.
No.
How many CDs do you burn today? And then on the back here, this faces the rear of the golf cart. You get this really bright LED light that goes white and red. So if you're running at nighttime, you could run with red and have an extra running light. And of course, the Lithium Rhino logo lights up. Little pigtail right there for power. And then an auxiliary input right there. So not super complicated. It doesn't need to be. They sound really great. $400 gets you this awesome soundbar. And it lights up. It's got the speakers on the sides, plenty of speakers on the front. So you got 6 speakers total. It's got good bass, right?
Yeah, it sounds good. That's what I have on my cart.
Yeah, Joe's running one on his cart.
Really good.
I have the wet sounds. And you know what? If I could choose to do it again, I would have got this instead of spending all that money on the wet sounds. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Quarter of the price.
For the amount that I use it, yeah, for sure. So what we're going to do to mount this soundbar, we have this brand new triple track top, and because we have the drop hinges on it and no like roll bar style things like on the tower tops that we use, we're gonna do the old trick with the aluminum tube, which is nice because it's gonna match the aluminum up there. And we're gonna run that across with a piece of really, really heavy 5/8 inch threaded rod. We're gonna drill holes up here through the triple track and put the nut kind of like that on the end with the washer and have the square tube in the middle. And that'll give us a nice mounting point for our soundbar, right?
Yep, for sure.
And that's it.
That's how I did it on my EZGO. It's still there.
Hasn't fallen off yet.
Still for sale.
How long's it been for sale for? 6
I don't-
months.
At least. I'm not really trying too hard right now, but it needs to go soon, so.
Can we jump it into the ocean? We're getting close to that point, I
We're
think.
getting really close to that. 'Cause we're gonna need the room here soon.
All right, let's drill these holes and get this soundbar mounted.
All right, let's go.
All right. And so we got our bar mounted up there, threaded rod straight through it, nice and heavy. It gave us a really secure spot to mount our lithium rhino soundbar. Now he's got it backwards. Flip it around.
I know.
There we go. I'll step back and show you guys what it's going to look like mounted up there, and it's pretty cool. I don't mind the aluminum because it matches the roof, right? We got the aluminum all around there, so that's pretty cool. And these mounting clamps that the soundbar comes with, that 1-inch tube actually fits like perfect into there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill right through the tube and the threaded rod.
Yep, that's the plan. Our
And then-
drilling hasn't been going very well today, so.
Well, I got faith in this one. Then we're gonna run some bolts down through and mount our soundbar up there.
Yep. And that'd be it.
I hope so. All right, let's get those holes drilled.
All right.
Check.
Hold my breath so I don't inhale metal.
Again.
Ugh. Yeah, for sure.
All right, holes are drilled. Time to run some bolts through and mount our soundbar.
You didn't have faith those holes were gonna go through, did you?
I didn't. It was sketch, but it worked.
Something accomplished today.
There it is, guys.
Finally.
Looks good. Just gotta tighten down those bolts. I guess we'll show it to Mark when we drop it off, and if he wants us to paint that black, we could always paint it black. I don't know that it needs it though.
No, I mean, because it matches the sides.
Yeah,
Looks factory.
it does. It does. All right, let's tighten them down. Get some wiring done. Power this bad boy up.
We need to. I need to hear it, just so I feel like we got something done today.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
So we are at the point now where we're gonna be wiring up the soundbar, testing it with power. These are the drop hinges, so we want to make sure that we're not zip tying anything in the area here where there is movement. So we have it zip tied up here, and we have it zip tied under the hinge. So when this drops down, it's gonna slack all of this wire, and it's just gonna kind of like make like probably like a loop here or something, just kind of like lay down. The lithium rhino kit's cool. It comes with this really nice, like, it's not like the plastic split loom, it's like the woven one. It's super easy to get the wire in there. Gonna have it running down here. I'm gonna have to sneak it into the engine area somehow. Haven't figured that out yet. And just run it across the fuse block. We have that in there already, and then we'll be able to power this thing up.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks
Yeah.
good there.
Yeah, it looks
It's
really
nice.
good.
You know why it's nice? Because it's low enough where when you're driving, the light will be.
Yeah, you
the
can
light
see
will be
it.
seen there. And I tested it. I sat there. You know, it doesn't get in the way of your passenger's head, unless they're like leaning back a lot. But people usually sit up on the golf cart, and plenty of room here in the front too. So should be no issue.
Yeah, man.
Looks good.
Lithium rhinos, they got it. They got everything, all the mounting
brackets. It's a good
kit.
kit.
It's a good kit.
Love it.
A couple more zip ties, just try and keep this clean. I know it's
Can't run the wires through the tube.
yeah, because of the drop down hinge. So
So
not
we're-
how we typically do it.
We're doing it like everybody else does it now.
Yeah, this whole cart.
So,
This whole cart. All right, and keep going.
all right, let's do it.
So, we're getting close here to turning our soundbar on. Just making some last connections down here by the fuse block. We mounted this fuse block here when we took all the old harnesses and everything out of the golf cart the first time. Yeah, I pulled 2 full light harnesses out of this.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it had the old, the old glass fuses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That was right here where
Yeah.
this is now, but remove that. Just gonna put these little terminals on here. In the end, power, and I had a ground. I lost it. There it is. I like these heat shrink ones because you can't pull them off by accident.
Yeah.
Like if the crimp fails,
Mm-hmm.
they're always good. So that's that.
That's the fuse block that came with the Rhino, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you buy the Rhino soundbar,
It comes with that fuse block.
and you could hook up, besides the soundbar, you could hook up 5 other accessories.
Yeah, it's super nice.
So I got a fuse here. A little fuse box. Find the blue one. The fuse. The fuse.
Power on.
Whoa, hello.
Bluetooth mode.
You like that? And it's alive.
Oh, going through its test.
It's nice, right? So we'd have to pair it. We're not going to pair it, but we know it works. Like this. Come around here, Joe. Show them the back. This is your running light. So at nighttime you could run and have an extra
You can
light.
change that to white too.
Yeah, it goes to white if you double click the button. You ready?
Yep.
And
That's so
and then
bright.
Off.
That white is so bright.
It's really cool. Yep. And then there's a button here in the front for the for all the
si-
speaker LEDs.
The sides light up too.
Yeah, it's really cool. So you can change different colors, and you can make it like bounce to the music and stuff like that. So real nice. I'm not gonna play any songs because YouTube will tag us for copyrights.
And it sounds like crap on the radio or on the video.
Take our words for it. This is it comes with the remote control too. So batteries not included.
Oh,
Batteries not included with the remote unless we lost them somewhere and they fell out of the box.
that's a good possibility.
But could not find batteries for this, but it takes 2 AA's, and then you can control it for whatever. These are great on boats. They're great on golf carts, ATVs,
Side by sides.
Yeah. Awesome. Look how sturdy that is up there too. Look, the
Yeah.
whole roof is moving.
It's water resistant too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. Yep.
Nice.
Yep, you could get.
Well, mine's been on there for what, 3-4 months, and it's
This
fine.
is like brand new still.
Yeah.
You could pressure wash your golf cart. This can get wet, no problem. So
Awesome.
cool.
Done. Thank God we got one thing accomplished today.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that done. That's great. And then power off, just hit the button. Or actually, probably got to hold it for a
Yeah,
second.
hold it.
That's it.
Nice.
Awesome, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, this golf cart's basically done. We are going to wait for the front 1-inch supports, and then it just needs a detail and a clean, and then we'll be able to deliver this next week.
Sweet.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait till he sees it.
Yep.
I really, really can't wait.
Oh, we got to bleed the brakes still too.
Yeah,
Easy though.
that's nothing compared to what we just had to deal with.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Alrighty. Peace.
All right, guys, we're kind of wrapping up here now. Last time you guys checked in, we finished the soundbar installation here, and that looks pretty good. Happy with that, and we went ahead. We contacted the customer, and the seats that were on this golf cart the other day when we were working on it were just awful. So we took a break. We ordered the Madjax Aviator seats, dude, and I just got to say, wow, actually, because for a seat that comes straight out of the box, I think they're the best ones, right? That's not custom, right? I know we use the mod seats a lot and they're all custom made, but we got these overnight basically from Nivell.
Yeah, they're nice. Really nice.
Yeah, they are really nice. They got a really cool tread too. It's almost like a tire tread or a stitch pattern. Really cool. Joe's down there just kind of doing some alignment work on the front there. We bled the brakes. We changed the front strut to the 1 inch and put the hinges on it. And then in here, we changed both the drive and the driven clutch because they were failing. The drive clutch was failing, and while we were in there, we decided to change the driven clutch. And if you guys want to see how to change those clutches, we put a video out yesterday, or the last video actually, right?
Yes.
With the clutch change. Really, really easy job if the motor's out. So we just pulled the motor out to do that. But we're just kind of finishing up here.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. Tidying up the last details on this EZGO rebuild. And it looks really good. Those rear seats really, really made a huge difference. We got our awesome lithium Rhino soundbar up top. That works great. And then one thing I want to show you guys what else we did here electrically. Put a switch here, and you know we put that switch for the
Power 1.
oh, there it goes. See it turned on.
Bluetooth
Put
mode.
the switch there so that we could turn the speedometer on and off. But what I did was I sent the wire back to this relay here, and I tied a relay into the soundbar off the fuse block so that our customer, Mark, never has to worry about the battery draining. So once you, here, I'm gonna hit this switch here. Ready? Look. Soundbar turns off, and there's no direct power running through that switch for the soundbar. It runs off the 12-volt relay right there. It's a great way to create switched power without having to run the power all the way up through a switch. And that's never good when you have high amps. How you doing down there?
Great. Oh,
Doesn't sound great.
that's good.
Okay. All right, well, Joe's gonna finish that up there. And then I think we're gonna take it for a test drive over to where we normally take our finished carts for test drives and photos. And we'll catch up with you in just a little bit. Right, Joe?
Soon. Before and after on this one's pretty amazing.
Yeah, check out the before, guys. Here it is one more time on the screen before we bring it over. Get some photos of it, and here it is after. Just kind of giving it a wipe down. Gonna bring it out in the street. Put some tire shine on it, hit the wheels real quick. And I think it's done, but this is like, wow.
That's a major transformation.
All I could say about this one is wow.
What did it do? 18 when we
We picked this up at this 18 miles an hour. Our
40.1 on our test
broke
drive.
40, and we pulled back on the governor too.
Yes.
Pulled back on the governor, loosened it up for more of a smoother ride. Got our lighted safety low-speed triangle on the back there. Put the Aviator Magic seats, front and back, seatbelt kit, GTW rear seat.
And this paint.
Yeah, really nice. They're gonna be super happy with this, man.
Yeah.
This was a nice one. Hate to see it go, but I love to see it go.
Oh, I can't wait for it to go.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. These rusty EZGOs are a nightmare to work on. There's no surprise there. But man.
If I never have to rebuild another rear end on an EZGO, I would be okay.
All right, let's finish cleaning it up, get it out in the street, do some tire shine, bring it over to the intercoastal spot, get some pics, and get it ready for delivery tomorrow.
Look at that metallic. You probably won't see that in the video, but that metallic in that factory storm body is
Oh, it comes out.
fire.
It comes out. Let us know what you guys think.
Banana, that's it.
They all smell like the color.
I almost sprayed it on your driveway. It's the first time we saw it clean in how long?
Yeah, it looks great. Nice and clean. Wow. All right, let's take it for a spin, dude.
Let's go.
You ready?
Something's dead, by the way.
Bluetooth mode.
Someone hit their mailbox.
Oh my God.
All right, we're at our spot. Showing this bad boy off.
There she is, guys.
God, we did so much to it, I forget what we did.
It did everything. It started as a 2013 beat up EZGO that looked like it was through every hurricane left outside, and it probably was, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And we stripped it down, rebuilt the rear end, disc brakes, wheels, body kit, seats, roof, drop down hinges, soundbar, triangle, new rear seat kit,
Mirrors,
tune-up mirrors,
soundbar,
clutches.
yeah. Like everything.
Yeah.
Everything but the frame and the motor.
And there's still more that we could do. All right, we could do the brush guard.
New rear shocks.
I'm sure he's gonna want to tighten up the steering a little bit, maybe. The steering rack is a little worn out.
Yes, it is.
Rewired a lot of it. Added a speedometer and a dashboard. New steering wheel. New floor mat. Seatbelt kit.
Yeah.
Low speed custom triangle that we sell.
Available at lowspeedliving.com.
That's right. Ship same day. Got them in
Same
stock
day.
right now.
Warehouse manager will get that out to you right away.
GTW Shogun 15-inch wheels with the Fusion GT tire, street
Which
tire.
I think goes perfectly with that black metallic paint.
It really does. This thing is beautiful. And it's a beautiful day out. Got some boats on the intercoastal.
It's absolutely beautiful right
Got
now.
a little bit of a breeze. And this cart is going home tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Out.
So let's get out of here.
Yes, let's go.
And we're gonna go. We're gonna get this thing put away for the night. And then tomorrow morning, it's the big reveal for Mark.
I can't wait till he sees it.
It's gonna be awesome.
I really can't wait.
All right, let's get out of here. You drive.
All right. Still chill over myself.
All right, guys, just filled it up with gas.
He's going home.
Yeah. About to drive it up to Delray Beach. Got number 2 back here so we can get home.
Yep.
Man, she looks good. Bittersweet, I guess. Nah.
A lot bitter there.
Ready for it to go home. She's ready. She looks great, so
Yeah, man.
let's get on the road.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're here.
We're here, waiting for him to come out.
Yep, they're just getting ready. It's a little early. It's a Saturday, so I don't blame them. Told them we were coming, but
Yeah, they were at a concert last night, so you gotta give them credit.
we're at the
Or
Shakira concert. That's cool. But cart's over here. We're about maybe like what, half a mile from downtown Avenue.
Yeah, not
Definitely gonna cruise there. Hopefully they want to go for a little ride
yeah.
once they come out and see it for the first time. But let's see what they think.
Just woke up.
You look great. How was Shakira?
It's okay. Oh, wow. Holy moly.
What do you
Hell
think?
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Wow, what completely different, man. Holy moly. Wow.
Come look at it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It runs as good as she looks, too.
I bet. Wow. Love it. Oh my god. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow, Mike. Wow, guys. Wow.
Your seat works now, too. Don't fall off.
Yeah, just everything, man. Holy moly, guys.
Yeah, it flips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Super cool. Little hideaway.
Yeah, you actually got a trunk down there.
Yeah, that is so cool, man. This is stunning. Oh, hell yeah, Mike. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Not worried, dude. That looks amazing. Oh, okay. Great.
You can hide some sandwiches back there.
Yeah. Yeah, something.
Honey buns. The new triangle, fixed your license plate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wow. Wow, wow.
Soundbar, you're hooked
yeah.
up.
Oh, my God. this is amazing, right?
Crazy, right?
Yeah. Steering wheel, everything. Oh, love it.
All right, hit the gas.
Here we go for a second.
Where's he going? He just took off. He'll be back. You won't believe it. Hi. You can see him way down there. He's smiling, look. It cooks now, huh?
Oh my God.
So the throttle is sensitive, so you don't even need to floor it.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It does.
Yeah.
It'll do 30 miles an hour without
I'm sitting
even.
here real quick.
I just can't believe this is our baby.
You like it?
Yeah, it looks good. Oh my God. Look at this.
So we had that. That's not brand new. We had that in storage from another cart, but so we just threw it on there because.
Yeah, it was carbon fiber. Oh
No,
my God.
it's fake carbon fiber, but we had it,
I
so we
love it.
just threw it on there for you guys.
Wow, this is really
Yep.
I just saw the speedometer.
Sounds good, actually.
It does sound good.
It's got new clutches, so you should have no problem climbing up this thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
not
that's
at
what
all.
he's like. No, just want to make sure the height.
No, the height's good.
I just said to
It's a
him,
lower roof than your old one.
Yeah, it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
It works perfectly.
And I gotta show you how the hinges work.
Cutting it back here.
I saw it. I saw
The
it.
soundbar.
I know.
The soundbar.
All right, we're gonna go through the whole cart with you.
So I just said to him, I go, do you love it? He goes, fuck yeah.
You got a race car driver at the wheel, so. Shots fired. There they go.
There they go.
That was awesome.
That was super cool.
That was cool. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today. That's a long video. That's like an hour, at least an hour and a half of footage, I guess.
That was a lot of work.
But probably more. But that's it, man. 2 happy customers. Great delivery. Great great
That's
reaction.
a perfect reaction right out of bed.
Yeah, he's a race car driver too. He drives. He owns 2 Porsche race cars. Always driving on the track, so it definitely made their day. Big smiles the whole way through Delray and A1A. We're gonna head back now to the house, start working on some other stuff, but that's gonna wrap it. If you guys like the videos, you want to see more of this kind of stuff, Kart Life TV, make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to check out lowspeedliving.com. Joe loves selling the hats.
New hat, man.
Check them out. They're on there. lowspeedliving.com. Support the channel. See you guys soon.
Peace.